Addicted to the Outdoors begins now.
Well, it is March, so we are headed up to Georgia to do a little turkey hunt with our buddies Rudd and Tim, and hopefully we both get a bird down this year. Yeah, we swung into Arrowhead Archery. That's my hometown archery shop. Been going there since I was about 8 years old, so long, long time.
So Gina, why are you so glued to your laptop?
Somebody got a speeding ticket.
You're busted.
Yeah, I got a speeding ticket, the first one in like 10 years, and I didn't want to get points, so I was trying to do this stupid class online. I was taking my daughter to the Britney Spears concert, and I guess I was excited. I got a ticket. A speed limit sign is what?
Fail, fail, fail.
Well, you know, if I fell, then I would have to redo it. No.
Oh, you bad.
We finally made it after all of our 5P stops and all.
We rolled into Rudd's place just in time for dinner.
Yeah, and Rudd was trying to take all the credit.
Oh yeah, trying to take credit for cooking, but we saw who was out there on that grill.
I've been working hard.
Are we gonna be on blind in the morning?
Actually, no. I did. Yeah, I had her set up for a blind in the morning, but we can go start there with her and then go anywhere. But where we're taking you, no blind. I mean,
We'll just set up?
Yeah, we're gonna set up on these guys. Man cannot live by bread alone. He must have coffee.
Well, it's our first morning in Georgia with our buds Tim and Rudd. Last year we got up here real late in the season and it was a tough hunt. This year we're opening weekend, so the birds should be fired up. The only downside is it is blowing this morning, so this wind's gonna make it tough. But the good news is it's morning one and we got a few days, so we should get it done.
When I get up and the wind's blowing like this at my house, I go back to bed.
It is windy.
Yes, it is. Well, let's go do something, even if it's wrong, sweetie. Let's go try to get her a turkey.
Well, it was pretty quiet for some reason, and we couldn't figure it out because we'd scouted that area and there were birds in that area. But we saw a coyote slipping around on the ridge, and he was right between us and where the birds had roosted, so we knew we were pretty much done.
It was quite obvious the day was going to be a bust, so we just headed back to the house to make sure our guns were sighted in and our equipment was ready to go for in the morning.
Whoa. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna bump it at 5 foot.
Dead bird.
Dead bird.
Limb Saver presents Addicted to the Outdoors with Jon and Gina Brunson.
This segment is brought to you by Forlow, the only technical fishing and hunting apparel completely made in the USA. Forlow, the future of hunting is here.
Just in case you got up and went to the bathroom, this is what you missed.
Well, it is March, so we are headed up to Georgia to do a little turkey hunt with our buddies Rudd and Tim. This year we're opening weekend, so the birds should be fired up. The only downside is it is blowing this morning, so this wind's gonna make it tough.
It was quite obvious the day was going to be a bust.
We want to set a blind up here because we've always had good activity in this field, both with hogs and turkeys.
It was cold and windy and quiet, so we're gonna slip out of here. We've already grabbed a couple blinds, got a couple sets for the afternoon. We're gonna slip out of here as opposed to stomping around the woods, which is what I like to do.
And so far this morning we were 0 because the weather was horrible, but it's cleared up and the wind has died down, and hopefully Big Tim here is going to get us on a big fat turkey.
We had this little honey hole we were trying to get to, but unfortunately there was only one way to get to it. It was straight up and straight down. You know, we threw everything but the kitchen sink at these birds to try and get them fired up, but it just wasn't happening.
We're just gonna head back up the hill. It's kind of slow down here today. People over there plowing and stuff, so we're just gonna ease up on the hill, see if we can catch a turkey.
What Rudd's trying. He's giving it the old college try, but we're done. We had a place we were supposed to hunt that was going to be awesome. It was all set up, blinds ready to roll, but something happened, and we can't hunt that tonight. So, can you say put a fork in me? Because we're done. We're done for today anyway.
We're trying a new spot for these guys, an old honey hole for me. This is my buddy Lloyd. Been hunting here for probably the past 5 years, and it's a really great spot. Nobody else gets to hunt it, so we're going to give it a shot, set up, see what happens.
Yeah, all in all, it stayed pretty slow. We saw some jakes, but no big boys.
It's been a pretty quiet morning. It's probably around 10, but seen 4 jakes, but that's about it. I'm sure these birds are probably, these toms are probably breeding in right now. They're pretty quiet. They're not really gobbling. I heard a little bit of gobbling this morning, but not much at all.
You know, there just wasn't anything happening, but you still got to have a good time. And you leave me and Tim in the woods long enough, we're going to find some way to preoccupy ourselves.
This segment is brought to you by Boning. Boning, your archery equipment source.
Let me bring you up to speed.
Or 0 because the weather's horrible.
Yeah, we threw everything but the kitchen sink at these birds to try and get them fired up, but it just wasn't happening.
Big toms are probably breeding hens right now. They're pretty quiet. They're not really gobbling.
Yeah, all in all, it stayed pretty slow. We saw some jakes, but no big boys. Well, after getting our butts whooped in Georgia, we headed home long enough to unpack and repack. Now we're headed about an hour from the house to hunt with a good buddy of ours, Greg Lovett. And usually Greg's got some birds pinned down, so I think this go around, round number 2, we'll probably get a couple birds down.
Well, what Johnny really meant to say was, we got our butts stomped. We went home long enough for Gina to do the laundry and repack and get back on the road.
Need that today. Yeah, now we'll go sneak on. Oh,
Good. You been hanging in there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the blind you're gonna be in, I'll take y'all up to it. And I mean, we can't have any light or anything because we're gonna be
close. You just gotta get in super
80 yards, you know. And I've got a blind for Gina set where I'd seen some yesterday also, but if they move, we'll move too. Okay. So.
Oh no. What are you doing hunting, Gina?
Well, you know Gina was equipped with her little camo purse.
Hey, a girl's gotta have style, even when she's going hunting.
You're gonna make them turkeys jealous, them hens gonna be clucking at you.
All right, it's our first morning and we are ready to get some turkeys down. I'm excited. I'm awake. Johnny didn't sleep very good, but I slept pretty good last night.
Hey, that first morning, did you hear any gobbles?
Man, we weren't in that blind 2 minutes and we had birds firing off from all directions. These birds were firing off close to us on the roost, but when they hit the ground, they all started working away from us. So I decided to get aggressive and go after them. Yeah, seeing how patience is not one of my strong points, I decided to get out and get aggressive on that bird, and it just did not pan out to be a good idea, which is usually the case. We turned the corner and got busted by a hen, so we turned around, got our butt back in the blind, and just hoped for the best. You know, getting back in that blind was a smart move because shortly after, we had 2 big old toms turn the corner, and they were scrapping. You know, I knew one of these birds was the dominant bird, and they were both shooters, but man, you know, I'd call and they'd swell up, but they just would not come, and you know, I didn't know if I was ever gonna get a shot at one of these birds. You know, these birds turned the corner and left, and you know, I had to fight the urge to get out and chase them, but I did, and sure enough, it paid off. That dominant bird slipped back around and started heading my way.
He's coming down that left wood line. TC, baby. Laid him down, laid him down. Oh, man. And two birds come around the corner and they were scrapping, and man, they disappeared. We're like, we're debating whether to go after them, and man, you know, usually I'll go after him. And then after he run him off, he comes strolling back around here looking for the old sweet hen. Oh, let's go check him out. Yes. Freaking beautiful bird, man. I'm due. I haven't killed a bird in a while. It's my turn. Look at them spurs. Nice spurs.
You know, this ended up being the biggest Osceola I'd ever killed, and I was pretty proud of that bird.
That right there is the biggest Osceola that I have ever shot. Look at that beard. Look at that big paintbrush beard.
What's up, buddy? Congratulations, man.
Dude, freaking crushed him. Huge bird. This bird's over 20 pounds. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty. Look at that big old paintbrush beard. Nice spurs. Big. Yeah, it's a beautiful bird. Dude, feel how heavy this bird is. Good heavy beard, nice spurs, and he's a big, heavy, beautiful, beautiful bird. See, that is ridiculous right there. Golly, man, she has got a tapeworm.
Gunner was coming, and I ran out of snacks. I'm gonna just keep it in my bag for the half.
That'll be awesome.
For hunting season. Look how little these bags are. They're not even halfway full.
Look, you don't share no
so
food.
See, this is really like one bag.
Oh, look at her.
This is for Gunner. This is probably gonna be for John. And this is mine.
This segment is brought to you by Grizzly Blinds. Grizzly Blinds, adventure guaranteed.
We're headed to the river, the Withlacoochee River. We're gonna put in, try to shoot some mudfish, garfish, maybe some Nile perch. Hopefully the water will be clear. It hadn't rained in quite some time, so it should be a pretty good trip.
That was great that Gunner came along with you on the trip.
Yeah, little man had a good time. Yeah, we try and get him out there as much as we can.
You excited, Gunner? You gonna stay awake? He's a sleepyhead like his mommy.
Yeah, he was so excited he had already put his earmuffs on in the car. Is that cool?
Awesome.
It's gonna be loud. We got headphones for you.
He's got them on already. I'm about to go spank John's butt in some bow fishing. We're not even on the boat for 10 minutes, and of course, John's already getting lucky, dang it.
You know, after that, I decided to hop up and spend a little time with Gunner and give the bow to Gina because, man, I didn't think I was going to top that anyway.
And it's way past my bedtime.
Yeah, you know, we always have a blast with Greg. He runs a nice little operation. We're always successful when we get out there and hunt with him.
Yeah.
And this trip actually was a real short trip. I think we only put in about a day and a half or 2 days because it got cut short. Greg had a little family emergency, but man, just in the day and a half, 2 days we were there, I mean, we got it done.
Yeah, and hopefully next year we can get back there and I can get a turkey.
Oh yeah, like she's not killing everything anyway.
Hi, I'm Jon Brunson, and I'm going turkey hunting this weekend. It's hot. Don't use that, Mark. That's nice.
I swear, I still think it's Jon, y'all. He's a jinx, y'all. Just telling you.
Make sure you wear those Depends so you don't get up, and miss our show. Hey, you! Just if you've seen it, you gotta watch it again, okay? Hey.
That's for sure. He's sorry.